I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here in central London with Andrew from Sablono. Andrew, apps, technology is what I love to talk about. This is the first time I've really got to talk about end-to-end productivity and also the capture of information that's vital for big high-rise developments like this. And it's all on here, folks, but also it's all on a big dashboard on your computer back down the 32 floors of this big building in the office. Tell me a little bit about the whole new thing you've launched, which is 5 for free, folks. It's a free way of getting inside the whole way of project development that we're now seeing in more sites like this, isn't it? Tell me about it.
Yeah, absolutely, Peter. We're really excited actually because we just launched this free tracker for main contractors and developers that probably have the honesty to admit that the Excel trackers that they're using on their projects are quite outdated and difficult to handle, especially when you have a number of them running at the same time. So yeah, we've come up with this free tracker to give people the opportunity to try Sablono for the first time and move projects forward with one source of truth.
And I think what's really important about this, folks, is we've just had a huge amount of inclement weather. We've got really big winds coming. We've had to walk up here because the hoists have stopped. So lots of different things interfere with construction, let alone in an inner city environment like this. And so from day to day, the ultimate plan is going to need to be changed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me why that is now so much more easy to do with the app, but also how we can actually take that Excel mindset and transfer it into a digital environment.
Well, if you think about how many Excel trackers are running on a site at any one point, on a project like the one we're here today, it's probably 15 to 20 on average. And they've all got different views of what the truth is. And what we've done with our free tracker is combine all of those trackers into one, so everyone's got this one source of truth, as I mentioned earlier on. And it just means that everybody knows exactly where the project is at any one point in time, in real time.
And the thing about this is, we're looking at how we take projects like this forward. So we're looking at how we visualize projects as well. So it's not just about data on a sheet. It's now in an app so you can see everything. But we're also looking about, say, I need to take a picture of something next to the project program and we need to get on with that next. And I can send that through, not just to me as an individual, but also with the free tracker, up to 5 people can use it, can't they?
Yeah,
and see what next is in line for the schedule.
Yeah, absolutely right. So this is really key. You can take your photo, it'll instantly upload, and those 5 people that have got access to the tracker, they're able to view that picture straight away. So yeah, it's really exciting, quite revolutionary.
And I think what's the other thing that I really look at when we look at big projects and programs is alerting people to the things they need to know, not just flooding a whole situation with you come back from the job site, walking up the stairs here, and you've got 30 emails that come back through. It's about taking that information and delivering it to the right people at the right time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And making it more real time. So we're not on version 2.4 or 3.4 or 7.4 or whatever it is that the job site and the teams are working to. That is something that's really preventing people getting to that stage of the program development, isn't it?
Yeah, and you times that by 15 to 20.
Oh yeah.
Then it starts to get really messy. So now just having this one area where people can go and get that information when they need it at the click of a button at the fingertips, it's brilliant. It's great.
The question I've got to ask you really is why free? Because the way I've seen it, we've had reports from McKinsey and people like that saying construction is even worse than the fishing industry for adopting technology.
Yeah.
You've done this as Sablono for the construction industry, specific software for years now. But now you've come in and said, hey, we're going to give it out for 5 people for free, because the adoption rates therefore are going to explode, aren't they? As people can try it before they actually buy, a big system or anything like that. It's really important that they try these things out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for the UK construction sector, they're really keen to get involved with the digital technology, but actually it's quite hard to jump through all the hoops to get onto a system. And then they're worried about the costs, margins are tight. So we're really keen to give people the opportunity to try Sablono, give it a go and make the best out of what's happening on their project. And I know it's tough for people. It's easy to use their Excel trackers that they've used in the past. But we're trying to make it really easy for people just to move from those trackers straight onto our system in a very quick and easy fashion.
It's about all of the records that things are done and the quality is there and the assurance is there that you've got a big structure like this or a groundworks project that is actually done all the steps that they are supposed to, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if there's a workflow and there's a sequence to that workflow, then it can go on Sablono. So it doesn't matter what you're doing in terms of the project. You can put it into Sablono and really start to learn from the data that comes out of it, and then start to push on and move it into some of your other projects.
And it's really quite easy because I'm going to go and get my own account with my own demo on it for the site here, and so we can see what's going on. But the other thing for me is it's all about being sort of site ready. It's all about also, as you look through those processes, safety first at all times. We're doing things properly, we're doing it in the right order, we know who's on site and we know what progress we've made. We've actually got a safer, more productive and efficient site, haven't we? Saving carbon, saving the environment, but also, you know, helping to keep people safe because they know what they're doing.
Key, yeah, that's absolutely key. And when you start to think about learning about what's going to happen next as well on the project, whilst keeping safe at the same time, I think that's really important.
So folks, it's time to go downstairs where we actually get into the cabin and see what we've recorded upstairs as we've been walking around today, taking some pictures of the job site, and then we can tick off some tasks, can't we?
Yep, let's bring it on.
Let's go, come on. So folks, we're here now in the cabin, and Andrew, you know, whilst we're logging in with Harrison over here to my demo free account, 5 for free, remember folks, tell me a little bit about the business, because it's not come from nowhere overnight, has it? Tell me a little bit about what the business has been doing and why we got to this stage now.
Yeah, sure. So we're a construction execution platform really built for delivery of projects. So we focus on 3 areas. So time, which is your scheduling of progress and tasks on a site. Quality, so QA checklists can be added into the system, and also cost, which is based on valuation. So you can look at all your valuations and the payments of your subcontractors as well. We've been going for just under 10 years now.
Right.
So, yeah, based over in Berlin originally, and we came over to the UK about 4 years ago, and we officially opened our first UK office here 2 years ago, and yeah, it's quickly become one of our biggest markets now. So yeah, really excited to keep moving.
So for in that time that we've talked about the software and the origins, I've got into my free account now, folks. And remember what we did earlier? We went onto the job site and we saw how the app worked. And now it's dashboard time, isn't it? So with the dashboard, what have we got here with the five free, folks?
So this is your activity tracker. It's been specifically designed to match what is very commonly used on all construction sites, an Excel tracker where you've got all your blocks and levels along the left here with all your apartments and all of your activities going along the top, basically from start to finish of the project.
Yep.
But what's great about this is that any information which you put in live, it automatically feeds back into this tracker. And when the work is done, the boxes go green, and so you can see what the progress is live on site.
So folks, we can see the progress of my video report here as we're getting towards the end of it. It looks like it's all green. And so it's a go ahead, folks, for anybody that wants to try the new free tracker version. And I'll get a QR code from the guys here to make sure that you can just zoom into that and start the login process. I've got my own account now. Just need a really big project to test it on though. So I think I'll have to go and find one. Cheers.
Thank you.